And we'll get going. All right, welcome guys. I'm so glad to see everybody on. We have lots of faces on the call. I've been looking forward to tonight all day long. I am in this like pit of you know what season in life right now, and seeing your faces on a Monday night and just getting to share hopefully some encouragement, some inspiration, some fire, some motivation, and just breathe life into this team, because that's my job as a leader. And it's so interesting. And Jen can attest to this because she was here from the beginning. I was anti-leading team calls for the first 2 years of my business. I did not want to lead a team. Don't ask me to open a team page. Don't ask me to lead a training. No. I'm not going to do it. And so if you're on this call and you're like, I can never do a presentation, I promise you that may not be your story, because this is actually my favorite part about this business. And that's insane, because I'm not someone who ever viewed myself as a leader per se. I know my siblings would always call me bossy, but I never really saw myself necessarily as a leader. And that's something that I love the most about this community and our team specifically, is that we get to connect like this and chase dreams together. And so I hope that tonight brings some value to you. And we're gonna do things a little bit different. I'm trying to get my screen. It's being super funky tonight. So I'm gonna go through a couple announcements, and then I'm actually gonna do something new tonight. And so I want you to be ready to unmute yourself if you have something to contribute to it. So announcements for right now. We have Coach Summit tickets. I know for a lot of you who may be newer coaches, Summit may feel like a very far off thing. This is a business non-negotiable. And here's why. Because there's one thing of trying to work your business at home from your phone alone. And as much as we love to be together on calls, it's just not the same as being in person with thousands of other dreamers in a stadium filled with people who believe in the same mission. It will ignite your fire like you just don't even believe. We're going to have so much fun as a team. Next month, we're actually going to start talking about booking hotels and flights and all of that stuff. So your first step is to get your ticket. So if you are still within the time frame of earning that as a success starter, I challenge you that becomes a non-negotiable goal for you in your business. If not, then that $165 promo price is a killer deal on Summit. So second thing is Team Cup. So I know that most everyone has a team already, because I had a post going in the team page. I just finalized the last spot on the third team. So I'll be posting those teams later today and connecting with the leaders, and we will be getting you plugged into your team chats and launched for Team Cup. If you're new here, Team Cup is an incredible opportunity for you to build and grow your business as a small pod of accountability. So it basically puts you in a position with four other coaches that are also working towards the same goals of hitting Success Club, and you do it together. So that's all Team Cup is. You get extra prizes. It's a lot of fun. It's a friendly competition. So I would highly consider it. If you want to be on a team and you haven't already shared that with me, let me know. The third thing is our sneak peek webinar is tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So be utilizing that, talking about that on your stories and your social media. It's going to be a great opportunity for us to just share our hearts and share the business opportunity as a team. The last thing I want to encourage you to do is I want you to opt in for the 2021 Success Club trip. So that's not this year, that's next year. And the way that you get that trip paid for is you earn it all this year. So if you hit Success Club every month this year, you're basically going to earn a full free vacation for you and one other person. So a you plus one. And it's, where is it to? I want to say it's Riviera Maya again. And so it's going to be, you can choose either the Hard Rock, or you can choose, I can't remember the name of the other one, but there are two different resorts that you can choose from. It's all inclusive. All you have to do is pay for your flights to get there. But literally you need to go ahead and opt in so that you're on the wait list, so that as you go up in rank throughout the year, that you will get that invite so you can go. You do have to pay a $300 deposit, just FYI. That's the only thing you have to pay for if you earn the trip for free. And I got my ticket already, so before you seal the deal on your spot, let me know so we can all go on the same section of the trip. So anyways, all right, so that's all the things that you need to know announcement wise this week. And what I want to do now is I want you to unmute yourself. I'm going to stop screen sharing. I want you to unmute yourself if you have a coach in your organization that you want to celebrate or shout out for doing anything within their business, whether that's helping their first client, their first coach, hitting a goal, whatever it may be. I know we have a couple leaders. Holly, you want to go first?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go.
All right. So one of my brand new coaches, anybody that went to Super Saturday met her, Carrie. As of today, she signed up 2 discount coaches underneath her. So come Thursday, she will be recognized as our newest Emerald coach. Blow kisses.
Woo! That's awesome. Congratulations, Carrie. We're so proud of you. I definitely want this recognition to be a normal part of our team call. So thank you, Holly, for sharing that. Anybody else want to unmute themselves and share a success? Carrie, you're awesome. I know we had a couple in our leader chat.
I'll go. My coach, Lauren, she signed her first person this month. She's working on a second person. So she's in Success Club this month for the 3rd time in a row.
Awesome. That's amazing. Congratulations, Lauren. I think she catches the recordings, but congratulations, Lauren. That's amazing. Anybody else want to unmute themselves and celebrate someone within their team? Laurel, can you unmute yourself? Okay, now go ahead. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Wait, try now. Nope, keep going.
Unmute now.
There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Hi. Ashley, I have Coach Ashley. She signed a coach this past couple weeks ago, and that coach is going to be in the sneak peek tomorrow, so that's super exciting.
That's amazing.
She also signed a couple for this pod, so that was super awesome. So.
That's incredible. Congratulations, Ashley. That is awesome. I love it. Anybody else want to go? No? Okay, so we're going to have more and more and more of these that we're going to celebrate over the course of time, but I really just want us to see that this is a team movement, that this is about us. It's about a we thing. It's not about one person seeing success over the other. We're going to talk about a couple things tonight that I hope will remind you of that. But thank you guys for sharing that. We'll definitely make this a regular occasion. So I want to talk about the 3 C's that hold coaches back from success. So one of the things that's neat is when you get to Diamond within our team, we just opened up a well, it's actually our elite chat, but we have started, I've asked in there from the leaders, like, what are you guys struggling with? What's our team struggling with? How can I help as a leader to support you in the areas? And there were 3 common themes. When I asked them that question, there were 3 common themes that occurred in that group chat. And so we're going to talk about those tonight. So it's the 3 C's that hold coaches back from success. And I have been a coach for 4 years. It sometimes feels like just yesterday and sometimes feels like way longer. But I have seen this common thread in my business, in my coach's business, and across the network. And so even if you're not facing one of these right in this current moment, I feel that you will probably face it at some point in your business. So just being aware of these trends is important because it will help you overcome those when that time arises in your own business. So the number 1 thing is comparison. And this is literally a death sentence for your business. And I will say that it is something that I have to consciously every month of the year and choose to not have this present in my life, because when you become Star Diamond Coach with the network, you get put into these corporate mentorship opportunities. So you get connected with your own personal corporate mentor from Beachbody, and then you get plugged into these masterminds full of other people that are in the same level of the business as you are. And what's awesome about that is that you get access to all these other different ideas and you can brainstorm, and it's so cool. And then there's the other side of it where it's like, okay, so-and-so literally started 2 years after me, and she is already like an 8-star diamond coach. Like, what am I doing wrong? Or maybe so-and-so, she just signed 15 coaches this month. What on earth is she doing? How is she doing that? And it becomes this instant knee-jerk reaction that you become less than, that they're better and you're less than because your journey looks a little bit different. And I found this quote, and it says, every minute that you spend wishing that you had someone else's life is a minute that you spend wasting yours. And I felt like that was so powerful because when we take our energy, we are literally choosing to invest our energy into something that's not going to be productive in our business. Now, there's one thing when you see somebody and it's a healthy competition where you're like, oh, well, Carrie just ranked to Emerald in 2 days. I'm going to do it in a day and a half. And you use that as fuel or motivation in your business, but there's a flip side of that where it becomes negative and then you become a negative headspace. And that's where it gets dangerous because you start to doubt your confidence. You start to think that maybe you're not going to be successful at this because you're not doing it at the same pace as someone else. So I really want to challenge you when those thoughts come up in your head. I want you to take a step back. I still have an awful cough from the flu, so I hope that doesn't come up tonight. You want to take a step back in your business, and the very first thing you do is you look at your business from up above, and you say, what have I accomplished in my business? Have I helped somebody lose 10 pounds? Have I reached Emerald? Have I helped my best friend feel better? What have I accomplished in my business that I'm proud of? And you start by brain dumping a positive joy list of all the things you have accomplished in your business. And maybe that means it's not what you thought you were going to be at this point in your business, but that doesn't mean that what you've accomplished is less than. And I really want you to embrace that piece of it. So in this process, you want to do a comparison audit. Do you follow too many Beachbody coaches? Y'all, if I love that we are a team and I love that we support each other, but we should not be pouring our coaching time into watching each other's stories. That's for after we build our own business. That's for after we've done our own daily activities. Now, often I will have my Insta stories playing while I'm like cooking dinner and halfway paying attention, halfway not. Like that's one thing. But if you're following too many coaches and there's a coach that constantly causes you to not believe in what you're doing, then maybe you don't need to follow them. So for example, Ashley Smith is one of the most successful coaches in the company. She's top 20 right now. And I love her. Like I feel, but she is just too freaking perfect. And every time I watch her Insta stories, I feel less than because I'm like, if she can navigate being a top 20 coach and she can run another business and she has 3 kids under the age of 5 and she does it gracefully, what is wrong with me? That's not healthy. So you know what I did? I unfollowed her. and I no longer have that in my headspace. So if you are following too many coaches and you're spending all your time focusing on what everybody else is doing, that's not helping your business. That is not helping your business, and you need to stop. It does not mean that you cannot follow them down the road, but maybe in this season where you need to focus on you and your business, you need to filter what you're pouring into your mind, and maybe that means that you are limiting who you're following. The second thing is, are you doing personal development? I will harp on this until the day I die. And I'll tell you right now, I am struggling personally in this season of life. Y'all probably saw my post I put up earlier today, this evening, and I'm really struggling. And you know what took the back burner in the last 2 weeks? My personal development. You know what went down the toilet? My mindset. That's on me. That's something that I can control. When you hit that comparison roadblock and you're feeling like you're not worthy or that you're not good enough, it means that you're not pouring the right personal development into your headspace, because that can be a constant stream of positivity that is lifting you up and helping you to feel empowered to chase your goals. And so personal development is a crucial lifeline when it comes to comparison and finding the right personal development for your needs. So maybe you don't need to be doing a personal development on time management. Maybe you need to be doing a personal development on comparison or belief or being able to choose joy or whatever that may be. But that is, you get to take that. And I'm going to tell you right now, podcasts are not enough. Podcasts is reading a book by an author who is knowledgeable on the topic that you're struggling with is what needs to happen, because that's going to, a pep you up podcast is not going to be enough for you in this comparison struggle. Did I just make that line on here? Okay, I don't know if I did or not. The next one is, what belief are you internalizing by assuming that you can't be as successful as someone else? I think when I look at other coaches who have hit elite or have hit goals that I so desperately want for us and our team, I think that when I internalize that, I'm not as good a leader as Morgan Butler. I'm not as good at social media as Ashley Smith. And I start to believe that I am not up to par, and internalizing that belief, comparing myself to someone else. And that is going to take away from my ability to be successful because I'm pouring all this energy into comparing myself to somebody else. What are you going to do about it? So we're all going to face comparison in our business, and it is very difficult. It can be very difficult in this business because we are so close as a team. It's a beautiful thing because we're growing together, but if someone's not growing at the same pace, it's so quick to internalize that you're not up to the level of the team. And that's not true. You get to choose what you do about it, and you get to decide where that energy goes. So what if you took all that energy from comparison and you filtered it into your business, and instead every time that you felt that insecurity, you said, I'm going to go help one person. I'm going to go talk to one person right now. And you just completely shifted gears in your business. So I really want you to think, if you spend your time wishing you had someone else's life, that's a minute you spend wasting yours. So that's the first C of the 3. So comparison. The second is clarity. I think this is probably one of the most, so I'm actually going to use Leanne. I think she's on the call. Leanne as an example. Yeah, she's on the call. So Leanne is an amazing coach on our team. She has such an incredible way with words. She's got an awesome transformation. And it was not until a few weeks ago that she got crystal clear on her why. She had this moment where it was like, I am done with XYZ and I want this because. She got clarity, and it changed everything. And then the last 2 weeks, I've seen a different Leanne because she has a goal, she has a vision, she has a desire to make this happen for her in her business, and she is going to make her dreams a reality. And so I found this quote, when your clarity meets your conviction, and you apply action to that equation, your world will begin to transform before your eyes. And this part of the business is going to change as you go throughout. Your current clarity on your why may not be your why in a year from now, or 6 months from now, or 2 years from now. It's going to change. So when I started my business, my why was I could not afford Shakeology, and I just wanted to be able to drink my Shakeology without stressing my husband out, because he's not going to tell me no because he loves me, but I knew it was burdening our family. And so that was my original, very small, short-term goal. And eventually, when I went to an event and I saw the potential, I realized that I could come home full-time to my babies. Well, I came home full-time, and then I had to have a completely new why. And that is continuing to change. Last year, it changed dramatically. I became addicted to helping leaders see success. When I saw it means so much more to me to see you guys be successful than anything I could ever accomplish. If I know that you're hitting your goals and that's bringing you joy and it's helping your family, that fills me up more than I can even put into words. I got clarity on my vision, and my vision has shifted, and my why has changed over the last year. So you're going to do a clarity audit. You're going to say, do you know your why? And it's got to go beyond, I want to help people. I love you guys, but that's not good enough. Your why needs to be specific. It needs to be measurable. So a SMART goal needs to be a SMART why. Like, what is it that's going to motivate you? Because here's the truth. In the last 2 weeks, I have not wanted to do anything business related. There's your truth bomb for the evening. Transparency moment right here. Because I've been so stressed out, and I have not taken the time to get clear on my why. So earlier tonight before this call, I sat down and I thought, why am I here? Why am I doing this? Do I know what I'm working towards? And I know Lindsay Austin and I had this conversation recently, and she shared in our accountability chat, she's like, I did not feel motivated to work my business tonight, but I took 5 minutes and I read over my why and I busted out my invites. That is what is going to propel you on days that you don't feel like building your business and doing the things that maybe push you outside your comfort zone. Do you have that why plastered everywhere around you, reminding you what you're fighting for? Is it on your mirror in your bathroom? Is it by your weights in your workout space? Is it on the cover on your phone? Like, do you see it multiple times a day so that when you're trying to share from your heart and you're trying to do Insta stories and you have those moments of what am I doing and is anybody listening? You can look at your why and say, this is why. This is what I'm connected to, and this is what's going to push me on the days where I'm feeling meh about my fitness journey or meh about my business. And do you take that time to reflect on what your brain begins to make excuses with? What does that make sense? Do you take the time to reflect on that do you take the time to reflect on that why when your brain begins to make excuses? So for me, I struggle with anxiety and overwhelm. So when I get anxious and I get overwhelmed, I shut down. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to deal with my inbox. I just need to I need a minute. I recharge alone in silence. But when I take that time to reflect on the reason that I'm coaching, it lifts that excuses and it takes everything that I'm doing in a different light and it becomes exciting. Like tonight, earlier today, a couple hours ago, I would have told you I was not up to being able to do this call. I took an hour to recenter myself and say, why am I a coach? And I got so excited about seeing your faces because I knew that it was going to bring me such joy to know that I can help and serve in some way, shape, or form. And so that's being connected to your why. The last part about your clarity audit, is it strong enough to motivate you? If earning your shakes back every month is not strong enough to motivate you to work your business, then it's not sufficient why. It needs to be multi-level. That can be a piece of it. But what would it mean if you hit your goal of $500 a month? What would that mean for your family of breathing room in your finances? What would you get to do if you were able to hit that goal in your business each month? How would that pressure financially from your family? Connecting that. What would it mean to you if you received texts from your clients that said, oh my gosh, I just lost 25 pounds. I feel incredible. And you got to be a part of that. Is it a strong enough why that's going to motivate you to change somebody's life? And that is where I really want to challenge you. If you've never taken the time to sit down and figure out your why, to do that tonight after the call and plaster it somewhere. Share it with our team chat. Let us celebrate it because that is going to be what motivates you when you're having those funk days. And then the third one is cultivating coaches. So I used to say this myself, and then I did a gut check a couple years ago and changed my business. So one of the things that I hear a lot is, Rachel, how do I attract people that want to build this business with me? And I know that probably most of us have thought that. And I will tell you that I've gone through, I feel like I'm a grandma coach. I have gone through so many different, and Jen and Laurel are the only people I think on this call who have watched that every chapter of our team. And we have totally shifted in the last 2 years in a beautiful way. But I kind of started owning up to what I believed about myself and my ability to cultivate coaches and also to attract coaches. They say that a leader is the one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. And I was determined that in everything that I did, I was showing people that it's what's possible. That they're part of my why was I wanted to show people that you can build something from the ground up. I wanted to show people what hard work and commitment and consistency could give to people. And I knew that cultivating coaches was going to be part of that. But here are some things that I've learned in my journey of attracting people who want to actually build this business. The speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. That's something that you're going to see across the board. If you are wanting to make this a full-time gig, if you are wanting to chase big dreams, or if you're wanting to attract some people to do the dang thing with you, speed of the leader is speed of the pack, in that if you are not yourself recruiting 2 to 5 coaches a month, or you are not yourself recruiting 2 to 5 new challengers a month, or hitting SC10, or you're not, whatever you want to attract, you have to double or triple. So if you want to attract 1 business builder a month, you need to be adding 3 people to your team, not necessarily builders, but discount coaches. You need to be adding at least 3 people to your team every month. So if you want your coaches to hit Success Club, I follow this philosophy my whole business. If I want my team to hit Success Club, I need to hit Success Club 20, Success Club 40, Success Club 50. And that sets the standards and shows what's possible for your team. So when you are putting that standard out, where you are going to show on your social media that you are getting up early and you're doing your power hour, or you're staying up late when your husband is asleep and your kids are asleep and you're working your business, or you're taking your lunch hour to do your business activities and check in with your boot camps, you are showing that you are the speed of the leader. You are a leader of your team, and they don't have to know what rank you are. They don't have to know how many people that you've helped. They don't have to know anything. But what they do know is that you're a leader that gets ish done. And if they want to actually build a business that's successful, they want to sign up with someone who's committed to doing the hard things and are going to be there to support them day in, day out, no matter what. So that's the first part of your Cultivating Coaches audit. Looking at your speed and saying, what does your speed say about attracting coaches? What does your speed say as a leader? The second thing is, and this is all kind of in one, do you eat, sleep, breathe passion and life into your business? And what does your energy attract? Y'all, people are magnetically attracted to excitement and joy and just passion. And sometimes it's really hard because you've had a hard day and you're just tired as all get out and you don't feel like motivating anybody. But when you go back to connecting to your why, it becomes so much easier to be filled with excitement and energy. You know what my favorite coach is to follow? There's really only one coach that I watch pretty religiously, and that's Kim Fitzpatrick. She is the #1 coach in Canada. She was the #11 coach last year in all of Beachbody. And her energy that she puts out is just pulls me in. Like, I just want to be her best friend. I'm like, I love the joy that you bring to the world. Like, I want to be around you. That is what is going to attract people to your team. Are you showing up with that enthusiasm and excitement? And hey, let's go back to it. If you don't feel that, personal development is going to be your best friend. Connecting to your why is going to be your best friend. And there's a lot of days I'm in a season with you. Like, I don't feel that at all times of the day. But you know what? Right after my workout, when I have all of the happy endorphins pumping through my body, that's when I get on my Insta stories and I try to spew that joy and excitement and energy to help people want to be a part of something. They're not going to want to be a part of something if you get on your stories or on your Facebook and it's like, oh, I love my team. They're so great. I just have so much fun with them. Nobody is going to want to join that. When you get on there and you're like, oh my gosh, my team is on fire. Our girl Carrie, she just hit Emerald. She's only been a coach for 2 days. It's like incredible that we get to be a part of this movement. Do you see the difference? People are going to be drawn to one versus the other. I'm not telling you to show up inauthentically. If that's not, like, you don't have to be crazy, psycho, bubbly. Be you, but show up with your best version of you. Your most excited version of you, your most energetic version of you. What does that look like for you? Because that's going to be what attracts people to you and to your team. So when it comes to, I could go do a whole call on attracting coaches, but for time's sake, I will end it here. I really want you to look at do people know that you're building a business? Do they know that this is something that you don't just post somebody's selfie on social media and like, yeah, girl, come join my team, that there's actual work associated with this? Do they see that work? Are you showing that on social media consistently to where they know that you are someone that they want to join. So social media is your avenue to just attract that energy in a big way. So I'm going to stop screen sharing. That's all for everything that I had for tonight. I should not have worn a sweatshirt because I get sweaty. Anybody have anything with those kind of topics that you can drop it in the chat if you don't want to unmute yourself, or that you struggle with that I can speak to or help give advice about, or I don't know everything, but I can give you my best guess. Do y'all struggle with any of those areas in your business? Did I hit the nail on the head, hopefully? Yes? Okay. Was anything that I said helpful for you? What are you going to do? Take all that information, and I want you to drop in the chat right now. One thing that you're going to do in the next 24 hours that's going to apply something from tonight's call. I really want you to think about, because these calls are amazing and they're great, and I want to fill you with fire and excitement, but I don't want you to stop tonight. I don't want you to just be someone who consumes. I want you to take action, because you have goals to chase, and if you don't take action and apply the things that you've learned, then this call was pointless. So I want you to be thinking, what is your next action step following this? Do you need to show up with more joy on social media? Do you need to pick a personal development book? Do you need to, what is it that you're going to ship? Are you struggling with comparison, and do you need to go unfollow 50 different coaches that are distracting the crap out of you? then you need to go do that. So I got a couple in here. So going to be fired up in my stories about the coaching opportunity. Me too. Stop comparing myself, be a leader, show myself more on social media. I love it. Talk more about my why and the business and my stories and posts. Perfect. Guys, these are awesome. So I just want you to know that we are here to do this together. You are never in this alone with our team. Lean into our group chats. As we unroll Team Cup, that community will get even better. But we have our accountability chat. We have the team chat. We have so many great opportunities to lean in. Know that when you're struggling with something in your business, there is a good chance that 5 other people on this team are struggling with that same thing. And so this is a safe space for us to lean in those hard days, and to know, hey, you're not alone, but we can figure this out together. So I want you to take action today, tomorrow, tonight, and let's go out and chase our dreams, my friends. Connect to your why. These are so good. I'm loving reading these. Talk about my why. Okay. I love you guys. I'm so proud of you. I want you to hear me when I say I want to know what you're struggling with, because I can create calls like this to attack those head on. So we're going to go out into this week. Next week is a power hour. Let's do a boomerang real quick. I don't know if anybody, Jennifer, Uncle Chuck just messaged me. Weird. Okay, hold on. My uncle just got Facebook for the first time, and I think he's just figuring out what Facebook is. I was like, is this a fraud? Okay, actually, let me stop recording. End call.